Hello students, let's begin our lesson for today. The theme of our lesson is the degrees of comparison of adjectives. At first, we should repeat our last theme. Okay, our last theme was adjective. What is the adjective? Adjective is a part of speech and descriptive word that modifies or describes a noun. An adjective answers to the question, what kind is it? For example, you see the picture of the house, and here some adjectives that describe the house. For example, big, red, old house or modern house. Yes, let's go on. Okay, in the slide, it's given here homework for this lesson. Okay, you were given to divide adjectives into 3 columns. Yes, they were adjectives describing a person. The first column is adjectives describing person's appearance: attractive, slim, strong, fat, young, old, thin. And the second column, adjectives describing a person's character: boring, attentive, serious, lazy, brave, and generous person. In the third column, adjectives describing other qualities of a person: independent, progressive, wise, sad, famous, and educated person. Yes. Now, let's begin our today's new theme. Our new theme is degrees of comparison of adjectives. Like in Russian or in Kazakh languages, English has also 3 degrees of comparison of adjectives: positive, comparative, and superlative. Yes, I gave some Kazakh terms just to help you to understand. Okay, let's compare. For example, in this picture you see a house, a big house. And in the second picture you see a house which is bigger than the first house. Bigger. In sentence we use the conjunction than just to compare. Then in the third picture you see also house, but it's bigger than both first and second ones. Yes, the third house is the biggest house, and we use the definite article with the superlative degrees of adjectives. Okay, let's go on. In this table, I want to explain you how to form comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives. The first, monosyllabic adjectives, or adjectives composed from one syllable, such as low, high. Yes, for example, in positive degree, just low or high is the origin of adjectives. And here, to form the comparative degree, we add to the adjective the suffix er, became lower. And in sentence, we use the conjunction than, yes, to compare, you know it. And then in superlative degree forms with the help of this suffix est, it became lowest, low, lower, the lowest. And also with some sentence we use the definite article. And then second, monosyllabic adjectives ending with the short vowel and consonant, such as big, hot. Yes, for example, short vowel I and then consonant G, or here O and T. Yes, what is the difference? Just we is in this case when we add suffix er, the last consonant G doubles, became bigger, and here also it became biggest, double G. Or hot comes hotter, now hottest. 3. Monosyllabic adjectives ending with the letter E, such as nice, wise. When we form comparative degree, we just add the suffix R, because we already have here letter E. And in superlative degree also, we just add S and T, became nicest. Okay, let's do these examples, then everything will be clear. Okay, here in the picture, 3 boys. The boys are from one family. Yes, they are brothers. For example, Jack. Jack is the tallest boy you can see in the picture. And then James is the second boy, taller than John. Yes, we compare James and John. John is the youngest. Yes, little boy. We compare James and John. And then John, the little boy, is the youngest brother in the family. He's the youngest family. And here we're going to talk about James, the second boy. We compare him with John and Jack. James is older than John, but younger than Jack. Yes, he's older than John, but younger than Jack. Yes, that's all. Let's go on. Let's do task number 1. Here you should form comparative and superlative degrees of given adjectives. Okay, you have 1 minute. Yes, let's check. Yes, hard became harder. We just added ed, er, and the hardest became hard. In superlative, it became hardest. We added est. It's cold, colder, coldest, hot, hotter, double T, hottest, sad, double D, saddest. Also here, also double D here. Wise, which ends in es, wiser, wisest. Large, also the same case, larger, largest. Okay. The next table, disyllabic adjectives or adjectives composed from 2 syllables and ending with y, such as happy, pretty, and tidy. In this case, when we add suffixes er or est, y changes into I. For example, pretty became prettier and prettiest. Tidy became tidier, tidiest. And then another case, disyllabic adjectives ending with owler. For example, narrow become narrower or narrowest in superlative. Simple, simpler, the simplest. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. But we have some problem here. Yes, we can also say more clever or most clever. Why? Because these adjectives composed from 2 syllables, or they are disyllabic. Okay, let's go on. Let's do this exercise, this task. Yes, you should make comparative and superlative form of these adjectives. Let's go. Okay, let's check. Funny, funnier, funniest. Yes, you see why change it into I here also. And everywhere. Busy, busier, busier, busiest. Noisy, noisier, noisiest. Cloudy, cloudier, cloudiest. Yes. Next table. Okay. We use more and the most. These are irregular adjectives to form comparative and superlative degrees of other polysyllabic Polysyllabic means the adjective composed from 2 and more syllables. Yes, for example, modern, okay, more modern, and in superlative, most modern, useful, more useful, most useful, terrible, more terrible, most terrible, comfortable, more comfortable, most comfortable. Now, task number 3. Yes, these adjectives are composed from 2 and more syllables. That's why you should do what? Yes, time is up. Let's check. Yes, we just put more and most before the adjectives. That's all. More harmful, most harmful. Poisonous, more poisonous, most poisonous. Valuable, more valuable, most valuable. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Very good. Now, the next table. Irregular adjectives. Also interesting thing. I give little short explanation in Kazakh. Yes. There are very few. We have here 5 of them. Yes, good, well, bad, badly, far, little, much. In comparative, good, well became better, and then in superlative, best. Bad, badly, worse, worst. Far, farther, further. Farthest, furthest. Little, less, least. Much, more, most. You see, the adjectives are changed. Fully changed, yes. And you should remember them. You should learn by heart them. Okay, let's do the task, then everything will be clear. Task number 4. Yes, you should at first translate these given adjectives from Kazakh into English and put them into correct degree, comparative or superlative. Okay. No, thumbs up. Let's check. Yes, check yourself. Please, Asan is my best friend. Yes, best friend. The weather is worse than yesterday. It means maybe today's weather. Worse. Worse. The farthest planet, yes, is Neptune from the Earth. Now, February has less days than March. In fact, February has less days than all the months of the year. Yes. iPhone costs more than Samsung. iPhone is very expensive. It costs more. Now, okay, very good. You're so clever and wise. Brilliant students. Okay, let's talk about your homework for today. Here, 2 types of cellular phones. Yes, and you should compare them. I gave you some characteristics of those phones, and you should read them, understand, and fulfill these sentences, fulfill this task, and then add your own sentences. Yes, I think that everything will be clear when you will do your homework. Okay, and if you had some problem, you can call me, you can write me, you can send me a message. Okay, thank you. See you next time. Good luck. Bye bye. All lessons over.